Welcome back, folks, to more GameHorder Productions. We're going to be doing 6 Days of Sacrifice in lieu of the other two that we've already done, the 5 Days of Stranger and Trilogy's Notes. And following this, we'll be finishing the Quadrilogy with 7 Days of Skeptic. So, hopefully you're enjoying the series. I've always planned on doing these, but Full Metal Coyote's been ragging on me to get them done during October because they are kind of Halloweenish. And I can agree with that. So, I think it's pretty nifty to do some Halloweenish type games during October. So I figured I'd get the whole Quadrilogy done before the month's over. Yesterday I saw the body of the bridge keeper engulfed in flame, and I saw the bridge created. Tomorrow I saw the soul of the bridge keeper reduced to ash, and I saw the bridge created by 2/3. Today the mind of the bridge keeper shall meet with its destiny, and I shall see the bridge extend between the realms. And the many children of the king shall leap and dance and sing praise in his name, for great is his wisdom and his benevolence. The Book of the Bridge. Now this 6 Days of Sacrifice takes place 196 days after 5 Days of Stranger and 196 days before 7 Days of Skeptic, which is the space game you see on the right. So again, I'm doing these all in chronological order. I believe 7 Days of Skeptic was actually released after. And then he released Trilogy's Notes and 6 Days of Sacrifice after that to kind of tie them all together. And we won't be playing Trilby. We'll be playing a character called Theo. But Trilby will be here. For those wondering. And the game has gone back to a point-and-click scheme. Trilogy's Notes is the only one that uses the parser. Where you type in the text, kind of like the old King's Quest, Space Quest. See, it's a little different. We can now right-click to get look, use, all that stuff. Opthamology. Some kind of pamphlet on ophthalmology. That's the religion whose headquarters I am currently standing in. I'll add it to my journal. Opthamology is a religion catered for you, taking the best parts of all previous religions to make a great new way of thinking. Join Opthamology today. Are you Mr. Garrett?
Get out of my way, you fool.
Mr. Garrett, I'm from the county council.
What?
My name's Dekappa. I phoned you a week ago about running an inspection on your facilities.
Oh, yes, I remember.
The council has been informed that you may be extending your premise without planning and permission. I just need to take a look around to make sure you aren't.
Is it completely necessary?
It's just a precaution, entirely routine.
Could you come back another time?
Well, actually, no. I have to get this done before the end of the week, and this is my only free time slot.
I see.
Is there a problem?
No, not at all. Well, why don't I take you up in the elevator and we can tour the building?
I'd be obliged. Where's my...
Day 1. July 24th, 2189.
I told you I have no idea who he is. Why should you care? I'm a Dr. Jim. Seems terribly convenient. You don't think if he was an agent we would find a way to get him down here without smashing him to pieces? A broken neck is not something I call convenient. Don't think me a fool. He arrives now of all times and you insist it's coincidence? What else could it be? He's awake. Can you hear me? Do you know your name? Can you tell me your name? Dekappa, dear George Dekappa. My name's Samantha Harty. What's happening? How much do you remember? Hey, stop talking to him. I don't want either of you saying another word until my employer gets here. This man is seriously injured. He has to be returned to the surface and taken to a properly equipped hospital. I will not tell you again. No one leaves, no one breathes a word until my employer tells me what is to be done. God damn you! Not a word. That guard sure does look a lot like Mr. Trilby. Psst. Samantha looks at me questioningly. Samantha shrugs and shakes her head, indicating she doesn't think she can reason with him or defeat the man. Good. What's the matter now? His condition may still be degrading. The facilities here suck ass. Move aside, I'm gonna check on him. I take the slip of paper from his pocket while he leans over. He doesn't seem to notice. I don't see any problems. I palm the note to Samantha. She glances at it, then nods in understanding and pockets it. Psst. She points at the privacy screen, then at the door in the north wall. You. I remember you. Don't look. But what's going on? Don't look. Looks like we're loose again. Can you walk? Just about. It hurts a lot. How much do you remember? Look, I'm just a council inspector. I was sent here to run an inspection on this fucking building. Some lunatic asshole upstairs pushed me down the elevator shaft, and when I wake up here... Can you explain to me what the fuck is going on?
You fell to the very bottom of the shaft. You are now in an underground laboratory complex.
What do you ophthalmologists need it for?
Opthamology is a front, a money-making, crowd-pleasing facade to disguise the true organization.
Which is?
A cult. They call themselves the Order of Blessed Agonies. Bunch of masochistic freaks who worship some mad death god.
Okay, so why do they have a laboratory complex?
Do you mind if I ask, why were you sent to inspect the building?
The police told us they received a tip that the cultists were building something. Since they didn't have planning permission, I had to see if there was any truth to it. It seems there was. This complex isn't documented in any of our records of this site.
I think you'd better talk to Janine. I have a feeling you're the person she's been waiting for.
Who?
The other prisoner. She and I were being held captive down here by one of the cultists.
You mean that man who was guarding us? Where'd he go anyway?
The man in the hat was just a mercenary, I think hired to guard the place. Our captor is still around somewhere. Janine and I only just escaped from our cell this morning. We were looking for a way out when you arrived. I dragged you in here and the guard found me.
We've got to call the police.
No, can't do until we get to the surface. Something's blocking our communications. But with 3 of us against 1 man, we should be able to negotiate our way out. Janine's supposed to be finding us some weapons. Find her. I apologize for placing a burden on you in your current state, but I have urgent matters to see to.
Dr. Hardy, what happened to the guard? What was behind the door? Why didn't you let me see?
Find Janine. Once the cultist is our hostage, I will have time to answer all your questions. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, we even got a little bit of music. It's so ominous, too.
One of the lenses is smashed, the other is curved out of shape. I'll take the intact one and discard the rest. Wait!
Ah! Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought you were... Who are you?
My name's Dekappa. Are you Janine?
You're not one of the cultists?
No. One of them apparently dropped me down an elevator shaft. What a dick. Dr. Hardy told me to find you.
So, you met Sam already. We were being held captive, her and me, for the last week or so. We were only able to get out of the cell this morning.
She mentioned that. She said you would have found some weapons?
Oh, sure. Here. You came from outside. Are they sending someone to help us?
I wouldn't know.
But they must have gotten my message.
We have to take these guns to Dr. Hardy. Maybe then we can get the fuck out of here.
I'll wait here.
Why?
Please, just don't make me go out there. I couldn't face seeing him again.
Who? The cultist?
No. Anyway, you better get going.
Okay. Crazy bitch.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now we certainly have the upper hand. The cultist is just through the store. All we have to do is secure him in the holding cell. Then we can negotiate our release. Will Janine be joining us?
No. She said she was too afraid.
Afraid? Odd. Well, anyway, we'll both take a gun. Even a man with 2 limbs out of commission can fire a gun. Turn around slowly, Canning. No sudden movements.
Haughty. So this is how your employment ends? With betrayal? Employment?
Shut up! If there was any betrayal here, it was when you lunatics locked me up.
We had no choice, Haughty. You refused to listen to reason.
I said shut up! I'm taking you to the cell.
Stop right there. If you point your gun at me, I will fire.
Damn you!
You never understood, did you, Haughty? There's no point in resisting us. We have God on our side. What the hell is going on? Take them to the holding cell. I will.
Who?
I am the caretaker. I am the guide.
They are only unconscious and will awaken soon. Go to the sleeping quarters and seal yourselves in. It is not wise to roam this place at night. But who are you? A friend. Now go. Sam! I'm sorry, Janine. They overpowered us. Oh God! I can't take much more of this. When are they going to send help? It seems they did. Him? Why don't you tell Janine the same things you told me, Mr. Dekappa?
I'm a council planning inspector. Someone tipped us off that the cult were building something. They sent me to see if it was true.
So you see, Janine, your call was answered.
You sent the tip?
A council planning inspector? It's almost laughable. But now there's no way we're getting out of here. Yes, there is. We're going to overpower Canning and make him escort us out.
Excuse me?
You tried that and it didn't work. We have to keep trying.
Will you please listen?
I beg your pardon.
I fell down an elevator shaft this morning. I'm tired. I'm in pain. I don't know where I am. And all you've done is boss me around and evade my fucking questions. I want to know who the hell you people are and what the shit is going on.
I apologize, Mr. Dekappa, but there is no need to shout. Perhaps there is time to fill you in now. Sorry. Where shall we start?
What the fuck is this place?
You're in a small laboratory complex under the Opthamology building, which, as I have already said, is the front for the Order of the Blessed Agonies. The complex is laid out around a large circular chamber they call the hub. They definitely have got something important in there. But neither of us has been inside.
What are the Order of Blessed Agonies?
They're an insane masochist cult who think pain is the answer to everything. But from what I've seen, they're very creative in the ways they inflict it upon each other. They worship some mad demon called Jizo or something.
I've never even heard of them.
I heard the Opthamology with all that celebrities that are members. Opthamology is just the money maker. It funds the true organization, the Order. They hide behind the acceptable front to keep themselves secret. Saying you want to hurt people to purify them causes a lot of concern for the authorities.
So where are all the cultists now?
We don't know. They used to be all over the place. They started drifting away soon after they finished construction of the facility. Canning and the Hat Man are the only ones left as far as we know. It's like they intend to abandon the place with us inside, if they haven't already.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Samantha Haughty. I'm a scientist. I'd tell you what kind, but I fear it would be over your head. My name's Janine Orszkowitsky. I'm a freelance journalist for a couple of magazines. Mainly celebrity gossip stuff.
How did you get here?
I was looking around the Opthamology headquarters. I wanted to do a feature on them for the magazine, since so many celebrities have joined them. I was just having a little snoop about when I discovered this place. Then, of course, they threw me in the holding cell. Sam was already there. I've been doing a little contract work for the Order here in the labs. Turns out they really don't want anyone to know about the stuff they've been doing here.
What kind of stuff?
I prefer not to say. She won't tell me either.
So you don't want to betray client confidentiality? They threw you in a cell.
That's not it. It's just that the work I'm not proud of, which will probably reflect poorly on me once this is all over. I'd rather take steps to ensure it doesn't get out now, rather than regret it later. Please, don't press the matter. We escaped from a cell a few hours ago, then you dropped in. And that's as far as we know.
Why are we being held here?
Most likely to protect a secret. But if that was all, why haven't they just killed us? Maybe they need us for something.
I don't like the sound of that.
I think only the cultist can answer your question fully.
Who is Canny? Sounds like a douche. Is he the leader of the cult?
God, no. Before the others evacuated, he answered to a guy named Garrett. And even he seemed to be a subordinate to someone they call the Prince. But I don't think I've ever seen him. Canning is just some low-level acolyte ordered to make sure we don't escape. Personally, I think he's just as much a prisoner down here as we are. I think they wanted to get rid of him for some reason. But he's too dense to notice. He's still following orders like a faith-blinded sheep.
Who is that man in the hat?
I think he's just some mercenary hired to act as a security guard.
You mean the guy dressed as Trilby?
Who? You know, Trilby. The dashing gentleman thief. From those old horror movie serials. The Defoe Manor Murders? Hotel Horror?
I don't watch many movies, I'm afraid. Why would a security guard be dressed up as a cult character?
I can't explain it. It's just fucking ridiculous. They say Trilby may have really existed. I've read some newspapers from around the late 20th century. How is it relevant? Never mind.
Who is the man in the red?
I've never seen him before, not until just then. Who's this? A completely bald man in torn red robe. He helped us get away from Canyon and the guard. I've never seen anyone like that. Did he come in with you?
No. There's just me falling down the elevator shaft. Okay, that's all.
Good.
So now what?
Now we think of a way to... Oh. What? This door's been sealed with a time lock. We won't be able to open it until tomorrow morning.
Who could have done that?
Canning? I doubt it. The man in red told us not to roam the hallway at night. Presumably he has taken steps to ensure this.
For crying out loud. I have to get home. I have to be back at work tomorrow.
We are all inconvenienced, Mr. Dekappa. But whining like a bitch is not going to help.
I know, it's just...
I know. We should take the opportunity to rest. We can discuss our escape in the morning.
Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you in day 2.